All right. Hello, everyone. Come on in here. Let's get into the room. It's been a lot of drama going on with the rap girls lately. I mean, I can't even say lately. It's been going on for quite some time. I'm so sad to say that. But I had to do this reading um because of a few things. Okay. Let me put these cards down. Just gotta open up with this. Um, so I did just hear something about Drake doing a song with what is her name? Lotto. He like put it out there to kind of like get feedback, like he dropped a snippet or something. And people are saying this is time for Nicki to now distance herself because he has been working with her ops. And if he will work with Lotto, he will work with Cardi. And everybody knows like Cardi seems to be Nicki's biggest opposition. In doing so, this kind of recalls back to a reading that I did maybe like a month or two ago. It may have been longer than that actually. In regards to Drake of sorry, Nicki actually distancing herself from Drake because of some stuff that was going on. And I wonder if this is going to be the nail in the coffin, if this is what's going to drive her apart. Because if so, I'm going to call back to that and I'm going to tell you, where is it? Here. Link in the iCard here. You need to go watch that video. I think it was another live stream I did previously. Predicted it, if that's the case. Secondly, I wanted to do a reading on this because of it was announced after months and months, weeks of speculation that Cardi B was pregnant. She's finally come forward to say she's pregnant, but she also came with another surprise stating that her and Offset are filing for divorce. But the timing of this comes at a very suspicious time because there was some blind items that were released on, was it TikTok or Instagram, stating that she was doing this, gearing up for a rollout for her album, that she has been going back and forth about saying that she's doing it, she isn't doing it. She done cussed Joe Budden out about it. She done cussed her fans out about it. And people are like, well, if she divorced her husband, if this is going through, is this mean the album's going to be pushed back even more? Is this really just a PR stunt? Hope you have a healthy baby, but what's up with the music? And so a lot of people are kind of just in limbo when it comes to Cardi B. So I thought I would do a reading on that as well. And then in regards to Cardi B, she did state and return sorry, as she did state in a Twitter post, in a response to supposed shots that were thrown by Ice Spice on her Y2K album. In regards to, and I think something she said in an interview about like, I write things down in this book so I can get things off my chest and not allegedly. I think Ice Spice said in an interview she was showing something like her notebook or where she write her raps and was like, I write things down in this journal so that I don't go online cussing out my fans. And a lot of people took that as shade to Cardi B. And this is stemming back, as far as I know, to a photo that these two had at some award show where I guess Cardi B punks Ice Spice to post a photo, drop a photo that they took, even though um she was alleging that she wasn't cool with her and stuff. And so now people are like, okay, Ice Spice, you either retaliate in the makeup for the text messages, the leaked text messages that came out between you and your friends. So now you're trying to be closer to Nicki. Are you doing this as a strategy maneuver to try to get more sales for your album with the barbs? Like, what is this? What's his behavior? So I'm just going to get a closer reading into that as well. That'll all be in here. I will try to go back and remember to add timestamps as well, because Yes, that'll be needed. Actually, let me get a sticky note ready to the side so I can make sure to do it properly. But yes, that's the reason why I wanted to do this entire reading because, yeah, this is ridiculous. I'm shaking my head about the Cardi B situation for sure, because you can also go back. I'll link to this too. A lot of this, the stuff that the blind item about her was talking about in regards to like her divorce, her pregnancy, and the money situations. I did, as you can see, I'll link it up here to the iCard. I did mention that Cardi B in the future was going to go through some kind of legal financial trouble, and I thought maybe it was going to be with Tasha K, potentially her label, but it looks like it's dealing with her real estate. And it could be all of those things are still coming down the pipe. Who knows? But again, I'm an intuitive reader. So as you can see, let's get my spiel out the way. So if all of you are new here, if you don't know the spiel, say it with me, people who have been here before. Um I use tarot cards, okay? I use them to pick up on any intuitive messages, um pictures, images, whatever the case may be, however spirit chooses to communicate with me in the moment, about the particular topics that I'm doing, which today we are doing a pop culture topic in regards to Cardi B, Ice Spice, and Nicki Minaj. I use cards to kind of just like hone in and meditate and focus in on whatever energies and messages that I need. On top of that, not only do I use tarot or cartomancy, as most people will probably know it, I use divination, I use numerology, I use astrology, and just my plain old intuition. But in doing so, I also implore you to exercise your powers of discernment on top of my powers of intuition, okay? Because of course, with these being intuitive messages and intuitive reading, I am liable to get things wrong. So take whatever resonate, and if something doesn't sound right, it doesn't sound right. I'm just trying to relay what I'm getting intuitively. Sometimes it doesn't always come across perfect. As I like to tell people oftentimes, tarot for me is just a tool. It's kind of like me carrying around a Rosetta Stone, and I'm trying to translate whatever spirit gives me, and I'm trying to translate it over. And there's not exactly a one-to-one translation when you're doing languages and things like that. So that is my spiel. On top of that, please, if you are someone who adamantly or consistently just ingest tarot and you use it to your end all be all, I guess if it's been working for you, good job. I don't know, but the rest of you all, and you know what, even to you all who consistently take in tarot or use tarot, it should not always be used for a profession. It should not be used for professional advice. Okay, tarot is something. It's kind of like a guide. It may give you hints. It may point you in the right direction. But at the end of the day, it's still best to consult your spiritual advisor. It is still well to consult your doctor or your therapist, your lawyer, your teacher, your aide, your boss, your manager, etc., your parents, to make sure you are getting to a sound decision, okay, that everyone can agree on, okay? Do not use tarot and just run with it, especially not mine, okay? Because if you are utilizing them. You are utilizing my readings wrong, I would say. I'm not going to speak for anybody else, but you're utilizing mine's wrong. This is all for entertainment purposes, as you can see along the bottom of the screen here. This is all alleged for entertainment purposes only, okay? So make sure you see that. It'll stay there throughout the duration of this video because I want you to always draw your eye back to that and be reminded, okay? So now that I have got my spiel out the way, I have welcomed you new viewers and the old as always, because you're the true ones, because you're the day ones. You always come back. While I'm shuffling these cards, I hope you liked and subscribed, right? Because I hope I'm not just doing this for no reason. I hope you at least liking and subscribing. Share if you can. And hit that notification bell, making sure to set it to all, okay? and we're going to get into this reading. I think first things first, we are going to read up on Cardi B, okay? Okay, interesting. We already got some things coming up here. We have the Three of Cups. You remember those cheating allegations? We do have the Eight of Swords coming up in reverse. And we do have the Two of Wands coming up in reverse as well. Now, something I do want to point out, let me move these over on the screen so it's like evenly spaced out. Yeah, I don't want them to be like right on top of each other. She has the Prince of Cups coming up underneath here. And to me, with this being in reverse energy, I mean, it's pointing to her husband. Is that the word philanderer? Allegedly, because I ain't trying to get to it. And then we also have the Amir of Swords coming up underneath here, and we also have the Princess of Swords. This isn't her children, right? Her children are air signs, right? That could be both of them. And then she also has the Tower moment, another Tower moment, and the Lovers. Why is all of her cards coming up underneath? The Hermit. This is why I like pulling from up underneath the deck, because it just gives you so much information. Okay. I'll be there all day. So yes, with the Three of Cups, again, Three of Cups, usually to me, what always comes to mind, typically when I'm doing readings like this, is three is a crowd. It can speak to the alleged cheating rumors that's going on there. It could be there are some external sources, connections, etc., that is kind of like disrupting things for her, that is taking her energy away. With this Eight of Swords coming up in reverse, is keeping her unfocused, is taking her attention elsewhere when it should be on something else. This also can speak to some sneakiness as well. And then again, with this Two of Wands being in reverse, it's kind of like lack of clear direction or guidance. I feel bad for her, because this is like, when a woman is pregnant, it is such a vulnerable time, It's such a vulnerable time. And in a moment where she should be celebrating, she should be relaxing, she should be, just sitting at home doing her. She's worried about all this other stuff. I think she does have a lot of mental blockages right now. Or like distractions. Like, she's so focused on the wrong crap. We see that. Oh, okay, let's see here. Okay, what did I get? Joy. I notice it is motherhood. Is dealing kind of like with motherhood. Let me pull that down so you can see that. I think she is trying to enjoy her pregnancy, but I think a lot of other things are just kind of like getting in the way, mainly her career, her husband. If the, rumors are to be true that she's no longer finding satisfaction in their relationship. We do have the Queen of Sheba, secrets revealed. What is not being revealed? Some secretive behavior. What's not known? I think it's only a matter of time it's going to be found out, though. What secrecy is going on here? The Eight of Swords and secrets revealed coming up here. Cardi, what you up to, girl? That's that Libra. And then pleasure. The pleasure with the Two of Wands in reverse. She's not finding joy. I think she's trying to decide on which way to move. I think this is more so dealing with kind of like her passions, her career, kind of like where she feels joy at. What does she want to pursue? Um, oh wow. Let's just take this in. We have the wounded healer with Sekhmet. We also have long is that long bubby? Yep, long bubby Susie, and this is dealing with shame. And then we also have Urzuli, dealing with etheric cords, and see how it's like a defensive mother here, a defensive woman with her two children, kind of like on my camera, kind of like trying to protect what's hers. Oh, Cardi, girl. Let's see, Spirit. Is there anything else that you can put? She's not enthusiastic about this album. She's not enthusiastic about what her life is right now. I wonder if she's like looking around and being like, how the freak did I get here? Radical change. I hope she's. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you in a minute. I want to see what this other card or card is going to be. Okay, yeah, I figured it was gonna be two cards. I got influence and I got nearing. Mm. Even in my mind when I'm thinking about her, it just feels like it's a web, an entanglement of just string, and you can't identify what's the end or the beginning. And if you pull it, it kind of like does a Chinese knot or something, a Chinese ball. It just tightens into a mess. And it's like, how do I start unraveling this? How do I kind of like go back and um yeah, just unravel this to kind of like get myself out of this, to find what I need to, because it's a mess. It's a hot mess. I think she is in a position right now where she's like very unhappy. Even if this, even if this is all PR, it started off as PR. It's kind of like, hey, we probably did this for, fun and giggles and everything like that. But now I'm seeing that people, even though we wanted people to believe this, it's like it's really starting to have repercussions on my mind, on like how people treat me and the interactions, and I'm sick and tired of it. She's like, it's like she's stressed out, and mentally I just don't feel like she's in a good space. It's concerning. Mentally she's just not in a good space. Okay, I'm gonna get out of that. Because I started to get a headache. Let's get out of that. Mm-mm. Yep. Let's get out of that. Let's get into. Ooh, my headache started to recede already. Ooh, that's funny. I started to get a throb like on the left lobe, left side of my head, and as soon as I just started clearing out that energy, it just like faded away. Ooh. Okay. So in between all of this, we're gonna look at Ice Spice. What is up? What is Ice Spice's energy towards Cardi B? Oh, I see one fail. This is the one that's sticking. Ooh, Tower. We got the Tower. We have the tower here. Okay, what is Cardi B's energy towards Ice Spice? I had two kind of flip over. We have the mirror cups and the nine of this. Let's see what really was supposed to stick. Okay, so first and foremost, we have the sun in reverse. Mm. And then we also have Malika of Wands as well. They're both coming up in reverse. I think she think Ice Spice is just I don't know, maybe she kind of see her as being fake, phony, um allegedly you're not as good or as talented as you say you are, kind of thing. Like, girl, whatever. Like, if they knew what I knew, it's. Wonder why Ice Spice got this tower coming up. No. Only reason I'm saying no, I'm concerned that this Three of Cups came up here and it's coming up in reverse. Um, and there's two ways I can interpret this. Is there rumors that Ice Spice may have had some kind of connection to Offset, or that she tried to do something kind of like piss her off or something? Did they have like a mutual connection, Ice Spice and Cardi? That's the only way I can. This kind of makes sense to me for why this is coming up in reverse. The Three of Cups here, especially after just doing Cardi and seeing how she had the Three of Cups on the upright last time. And notice, at least for me, all of this is coming up in reverse. It's not coming up in the upright. And the underlying card here, what do we have, everyone? We have death. And we also have the Two of Discs and Six of Cups. Something is changing, or something dealing with some kind of money. Past. So here we go with the Six of Discs too. Eight of Discs. And this is kind of like, here's my time, here's my moment to shine. Do they have some kind of similar connection when it comes to the music industry? And Ice Spice has been using this connection or this person to kind of like knock Cardi out of her spot. And it's crazy that I have to say that because like, it shouldn't just be a limited number of spots for people, but yeah, I'm still kind of stuck on why this tower card is coming up for Ice Spice. I'm not getting a clear message on it. Maybe it could just be, as simple as like you messing with the wrong one kind of thing. But let's see. Let's see what additional information I'm going to get here. Oop, oop. Okay, that wanted to come. Cosmic power. The other one, oh, remember we had the secrets and stuff that came up for Cardi in the last reading in the first reading that I just did on her. See, I thought maybe it was Ice Spice plotting against Cardi. I wonder if Cardi is the one who's kind of like been digging up dirt, or having somebody secretly planted um close to Ice Spice is kind of like not really a friend, and maybe that's why this Three of Cups is coming up in reverse. Because with the Naked card, with the Mommy Water being here in the cosmic power, it's kind of like things being revealed. It's kind of like feeling what is it? Yeah, naked. It's feeling exposed. Like, I think Ice Spice might want to tread carefully. That may be why the tower is coming up. Like, you might want to tread carefully with Cardi. Like, I'm thinking back to that live she did on Instagram where she was like, "I got receipts on all of y'all." She might have receipts on Ice Spice. That might be what it is. Maybe that's why she's like, "Sis, chill, cause I can pull your card at any time." Look, truth. She knows the truth about her, or what, or whoever she is, or what connection she has, or whatnot. She knows, and I know she knows. All right, I had to get a little J Cole in there. Let's see where. Let's see if my suspicions are correct. I'm about to pull on this. Ooh, let's see what this Three of Cups. Why is this Three of Cups coming up here? Shine, yeah. Again, to me, shine, light, reflection, revealing things, kind of like on that sun energy. Um, and notice how this is somebody camouflaging into a tree. Mama Jumbo. This is someone blending into a tree. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. She got some dirt on Ice Spice or something. Ice girl, why you keep having people reveal, like, pull your card? What's up? What's up with that? And look what came out. Not knowing. You don't know what I know. Like, you mess. And Cardi B did have a picture of her in her phone. She might be putting the roots on her, okay? Allegedly. You know, people say she be practicing Santeria, or what they call, what's the regla de ocho or something, I think is the other way people call it. Here we go with brightness hidden again. Corruption. Stripping away. Limping. I don't know why the limping would be here. That's interesting. Fruitful to see great people. Stripping away. Feels like uncovering, digging up. Ooh. Mm. Okay, 1 second. I gotta charge my phone. Yeah, if I was Ice, I would tread very lightly, very carefully when it comes to Cardi B, because I think there is some receipts, some kind of secret bombshell or something like that that she has on her, that she, or she something that she knows about her, that I'm pretty sure Ice Spice would not want to get out, or she will at least be embarrassed about, or it could potentially be career ending, and she needs to be very careful. Um, she needs to move a bit more um intentionally, swiftly, safely, moving forward, because I think there, and then maybe some stuff Cardi is gonna drop on this album whenever she drops it. Hopefully, you know, she gets it out in a periodical amount of time, but she might be letting it loose on her album and helping boost sales and helping her, you know, just solidify that she have number ones, because people are going to be there for the drama. Unfortunately, that's what works. The drama. Oh, okay. Lastly, let's look at what's going on between Nicki and Ice. Ice seems to be getting it 34/7 ways, 3,497 ways to Sunday. Okay. It's so much that want to come out now. Last time when I did this reading, Nicki was still trying to, I guess, come to a conclusion or a choice on how she wanted to respond to the Ice Spice situation. I'm glad she is not giving it any air. She's letting it just do what it do, but she's also just kind of like, I'm letting you know that that wasn't cool. I don't care. Um, and me personally, I think it's a bit childish for her to do this at least publicly because of I think there's just a different way she could move about this. But I also guess she's trying to convey and be clear because I think, well, to be fair, I have to be fair on this too. I think there is something there about, I understand why Nicki is not paying her attention and also kind of like not even being malicious, but not even like um commenting back on her when it come on Instagram and stuff because she knows like, hey, if I do this, people going my fans and things like that are going to take this as a confirmation that things are cool between us. And that ain't what I said. How dare you speak on my behalf? I speak for myself. And so I think that's kind of like why she's doing this. But I don't know. I also feel like it's kind of like, should she be moving like this? I don't know. I'm just glad she didn't just do a whole thing about her on radio, on station head or something like that. And I guess Nicki is somewhat learning, hopefully. Because I know she's a little fireball. I didn't count that because my hand popped those out, just FYI. You've seen it on the screen. Okay, I seen it. We have the star. And I'm pretty sure the star is all Saggy energy, which would be iconic, purposeful for when it comes to Nicki. It's understandable, wielding her power as she should. When it comes to the star card, I think she is very much in her era of like, I know what my worth is, and I'm not about to play with y'all. Oh my god, the four of this. Do I really have to pull this middle card? Because I can tell you what this is already. Y'all pretty much should know too. Yep, 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 yep. Ice is on life support. She is looking to Nicki for some kind of support, financial support, stardom, whatever. She's looking for some kind of energy. And as long as Nicki doesn't give it to her, she's gasping for air. And I think she should probably continue to do that because if she feels like somebody is moving snakish like and again, I completely understand if you have seen a lot of the snakery that has been going on with Nicki. Like, hello, I opened this by stating that Drake is working with one of her ops right now on an album, or did work with one of her ops on a song, a single. Right now, she's just kind of, I think she's at her wits' end. Like, I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all. What has my loyalty given me? Where has it gotten me? And she's wielding her power. She's pulling it away because if I don't give it to you, you're gonna die. I'm being stingy with it. That's plain and simple what's coming up here. And I wonder, did they really have a conversation? That's not really coming up to me, but something tells me a conversation wasn't really had to like air this stuff out, to like really straighten things out. I'm just not seeing it. So I got two cards, and this one, the resistance, feel more like it to me, but the miracles could apply too as well. But it's just both of them are kind of like giving me queenly vibes, queenly energy. I am being purposeful and intentional when it comes to my power and my purpose and what I want to do. I am wielding my resources and the cards that I have dealt more carefully and creating with what I can. Yeah, she living out loud, all right, and I think she's making a very rookie mistake, living out loud, and it's I'm hearing loud and wrong. Like, you're loud and you're wrong. And here goes that cosmic power card coming up again. Hold on. What is this cosmic? Let's read this because this is like the second or first card in this deck. Second, okay. Okay, yeah. So it says it's dealing with you are magic. Release the fear of your power. You are sacred. Rise up in your magnificence. Your real power has nothing to do with external gains. Oh, this is dealing with Nicki. Nicki is just like snuffing her out like a candle. And again, I don't blame her. I'm sorry. I don't blame her. I don't. I know some people will probably have a problem with that, but I don't blame her for exercising her power in the way that she is right now against Ice Spice. Um, and at the end of the day, Nicki is still human. So it's understandable if her feelings were hurt, or, she just simply seen it as snake behavior and was like, I'm good. I don't want nothing to do with it. And I also understand why Ice Spice was hesitant to sign with her. I said that in the initial video that I did about them in the text messages being released in the first place. You can't expect somebody coming to this industry and things has changed and you think they gonna sign a 360 deal when she has so much power and freedom. Like, come on, let's be for real. Release. Ooh, catch and release. That's what I'm hearing. And why I hear Nicki voice in my head, dud. 46, pushing upward. And then we also have influence. That influence card coming out again. The influence card coming out again, y'all. And to me, it's just kind of, I'm going to use my influence to not benefit you. I'm going to pull back. Again, the release card came up. I heard catch and release. Dud. Like, pushing upward. I don't know. Is Ice Spice going to try to get up there? And it's just like, yeah, I hope her team is really training her with the PR, honey, because, ooh, I think she's going to have to go back to the drawing board. between Cardi having secret agents on her, essentially, allegedly, and Nicki just kind of like snuffing her out. She's just kind of like withdrawing. It's kind of, this is how I see it. It's kind of like Ice Spice is no man's land. She's the war zone. She's the land that they're fighting over. And then you have Cardi, and then you have Nicki, and it's like Nicki used to own this territory, but now she's like, you know what? It's not worth it to me anymore. And she's withdrawing her soldiers, and Cardi B has snuck in her people and just like tearing stuff up and just like without her even knowing. It's that's kind of like how I'm picturing in my head. It looks like Cardi B that snuck the horse into Troy, and yeah, and Hector has left the station. He's no longer protecting Troy, so they're just open um to whatever bullcrap is gonna happen. I know my analogies is weird right now, but that's what it's giving. It's like war. That's what I pictured in my head. Oh, child. Yeah. Well, the last thing I am curious about, we're going back to Cardi B. The last thing I am curious about is whether or not her label is actually going to help her with releasing this album, because lately to me it seems like they have not been helping her push things. um I'm sorry to say this, but it kind of feels like allegedly the payola has dried up. The, or I would say the marketing budget has dried up when it comes to Cardi B. I won't even say the payola, the marketing budget has dried up, and they're not like pushing and promoting her as much, and she's having to do a lot of the work. I think they're trying to see if um can you really make it by yourself, kind of thing. So I want to see kind of like where Cardi B and her label is right now, because yeah, especially following that Joe Budden interview where he was kind of like, he didn't say specifically that he heard somebody from Atlantic say that they're tired of her and they want to get rid of her, or they no longer want to help her, anything like that. He just pretty much alluded to like, hey, if your record label feels like you're not doing the work, they put all this money and investments into you, they just gonna have to cut their losses, kind of thing. So I want to see what's coming up between her and her label. Look at that. I think they're tired of her getting pregnant. Ten of Cups in reverse. That's usually dealing with harmony, family. It's not a harmonious relationship that she's having with them. And I wonder if they're tired of her family issues kind of getting in the way of business, or if they're tired of her being pregnant. Like she's using it as an excuse. Oh, Lord. I hope that's not what that is. Okay, Cardi. Why you got all these cards coming out? Jesus. Eight of Cups. Four of Wands. Three of Discs. You know what? Never mind. This is right for you. This is right for you. To me, it's like she is gonna have to. I wonder if she's gonna end up changing labels, or if she's looking for some kind of fulfillment elsewhere and it's not with the label. The Four of Wands. I think she rather be at home, taking care of things. They're working. I think more of her energy, her resources, her time is spent at home. That's what it's giving me. Where it could have been spent somewhere else. And I have, ooh, I had so many cards flip over for them. I'm going to shuffle these again. Here go that Seven of Swords again. Seven of Cups too. Malika and the Malik of Disc came out. I think the top execs are working on a way. Oh. I think the top execs or her management or whatever are working on a way to get rid of her. and to where, oh yeah, Malika, the Seven of Cups, choices, options, kind of like, what do we do? Because this isn't benefiting me anymore. I'm tired. I'm over it. And then we have the Seven of Swords. We got to do some things behind the back, out behind her back. I wouldn't be surprised if they was purposely planting negative stories and things like that about her. Like, even if it was this whole thing about her housing situation, or like her money being funny. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some of the main ones that's dropping um who planting stories essentially about her. I wouldn't even be surprised if they was the ones that was doing the whole thing about, like, oh, she gonna have some news coming out August 1st with that blind item. Like, I would not be surprised. Allegedly, what I'm getting from this, I would not be surprised. Look at this. The Malik of Swords. Sorry, I'm gonna turn this upright so you all can see it. The Malik of Swords. Hello? Hello, anyone? The call is coming from inside the house. Notice he's using his bird. You know how they use messenger birds back in the day? Well, sometimes people still use them today, I guess. Um, what? What? Oh, they want to get rid of her. I think they sick and tired of being sick. Okay, what's coming up here for Atlantic? Remember how these same cards came out for Cardi earlier? We have Wounded Healer and Joy. I think they're tired of her using her family as an excuse for why she can't do certain things. And they're kind of like, what the look what's coming up now, betrayal. Why does she feel betrayed by her record label? Is she aware that they may be the ones that's doing it? Or again, I did say it was a lot of work and stuff that she was putting in with her family. I wonder if this could also possibly be read of, like, I spent all this time and effort and energy into this relationship and building a happy home with, that Four of Wands here. And you see she has the Eight of Cups as well. And I have nothing to show for it. Like, I look stupid. I spent all of this here when I could have been doing something else. And now I'm just like exasperated. I'm at the end of my rope. You've taken everything from me. Oh, yeah. Mm. Okay, what's these two cards that fell here? Okay. All right. This is the card for the night. Cosmic Power it is. Because this keeps coming out. And it would make sense, yin and yang. That's basically what Mawalisa is the yin and the yang, the masculine and feminine coming together to create something, to make things shake. And then we also have Sukonyats, which deals with scarcity. Um, and what I'm getting, if I was kind of like, to how would I explain this? The scarcity card comes up to me, and it's kind of like I'm getting the feeling of, um we had a certain time frame to capitalize on your fame and your marketing and your power and your what they call it, your house name, um worth. And we've it kind of feels like, and now we're past that window, that time frame. And so how are you going to make it up to us? What can we do in order to kind of like recoup something out of this? We could have been training somebody else up in the meantime. I do think there is somebody maybe behind the scenes that they're probably trying to train up to replace Cardi B. I don't know who this could be. I don't know who else is on Atlantic, but it kind of feels like we've been waiting to kind of like put this other person out, or we could have spent more time and resources on this person instead of paying attention to you. But we thought you were gonna um, have more of a buzz, do more than what you're doing, and you're not. And so that's kind of like what the scarcity card brought up for me. Who shall? This energy between her and her record label is crazy. Okay, lastly, let's wrap this up because woo, what's coming up? Because Atlantic said they're tired, decreasing. Yeah, they're decreasing the budget already. They're pulling a lot of their resources back. I kind of feel like they setting her up to kind of just fail or just go on a mental breakdown or something. Oh, wait, something flipped over in my hand. What is this? Measuring. Yep. Remember I had that Seven of Cups card here and that Seven of Swords. It kind of like, well, what can we do to get rid of her? How can we how can we get her to walk away and make her think it's her decision, while keeping our hands clean and not like having it blow back on us and uh or have us look dirty. Like, how can we gussy this up? Put a little zhuzh on it. Bitter measures do not allow for constancy. Just want to read that out because that's what jumped out to me right there. Mm, mm, mm. Cardi, you worried about the wrong things, girl. Molly, you in danger. What else fell? Ooh. Y'all can read that. Y'all can read that. I don't need to read that. How can we slowly drive her crazy? Remember, pushing upward came out about Cardi B and Ice. Was she doing the card? Was she doing the Ice Spice? Cardi need to be careful because her people, her camp, her team, her label, whatever, allegedly is doing that to her. That's probably where she got the playbook from. If we're gonna be honest. Okay, that's what I'm getting. I'm not gonna get any deeper into this because this is a hot mess. This is crazy. Long story short, Ice Spice, you need to be careful. I wonder if Atlantic is trying to boost up Ice Spice. Cause didn't they give her that budget and money to put her up for the Barbie world? And Nicki too, by the way. Hmm. This the whole gets the conspiracy widens. The nets is getting wider. You gotta cast it far. That's interesting. I feel like there's some other things coming through, but I'm not gonna say it in this video. Well, I'm gonna sit back and see if it's. Good night, y'all, or evening, day, whatever time it is that you are seeing this video. Cardi and Ice, ciao. At this point, Nicki ain't gonna have to do nothing. It's just gonna be knockdown, drag out fights. All right. Okay. If you like this reading, if you like this reading, give it a thumbs up. If there is something that came up in this reading that you would like to point out, or something I kind of like hinted on and didn't kind of fully develop here, let's have a conversation down in the comment section below. Okay. Let's see how this is gonna fall out, because again, this is an intuitive reading. These energies can change, circumstances can change, etc. So let's see how this is going to play out. On top of that, make sure to hit that notification bell and that subscribe button so you can see the next time I upload, and you can see more juicy readings like this one from me, Lotus Mage. With that, again, I wish you all a wonderful day, evening, or night, and I will see you in the next video.